It's just about that time again, time to settle in for a new month of releases. I feel like I might be missing a few, the list seems a little short, but let's jump straight in. On the 8th we have 3 releases. Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido is coming to the Switch and 3DS. It's an arcade puzzle-like game, but it does have a story and it's really quite fun. There's a demo already live on the eShop, definitely give it a go, this could be a sleeper hit. Also coming to the Switch on the 8th is Fallen Legion Rise to Glory. Published by NES America, this is actually a collection of both Fallen Legion titles, Sins of an Empire and Flames of Rebellion. They are side-scrolling action RPGs similar to Dragon's Crown, which I reviewed recently, but you actually control all 4 characters on screen in a fresh take for this kind of combat system. Finally, we have Nobunaga's Ambition Taishi making its way to the PS4 and PC. Nobunaga's Ambition isn't very big in the West, but if you enjoy simulation games and want to take a look into Japanese history, this is definitely worth a look. Interesting to note that there was also a Switch version in Japan, but Koei Tecmo opted not to localize it. Moving on to the 19th or the 29th, depending on what region you're in, we have The Lost Child coming to PS4 and Switch. This is from the same director who made El Shaddai on the PlayStation 3 and has been looking interesting ever since it was announced. It's an RPG set in modern day Japan, there's occultists, mysterious suicides, dungeons called layers, it's definitely worth a look. There's another triple on the 22nd, the biggest one being Mario Tennis Aces on the Switch. We also have Happy Birthdays coming to the Switch. This is a port of the previously titled Birthdays the Beginning, which launched on the PS4 and Steam last year. The Switch is a great choice for this game though. Finally, we have New Gundam Breaker coming to the PS4 and PC. I only just found out about this very recently and I haven't played any other game in the series, but mechs always pique my interest. On the 26th, we have another triple. Well, actually it's more like 4 games. Luminess Remastered makes its way to PS4, Xbox One, PC and Switch. It's a remaster of the original PSP game, and I had to mention it because I lost quite a bit of my youth to this game. I don't know what made it so great, but I couldn't put it down for hours once I started playing. Then the somewhat anticipated release of Ys VIII on the Switch. This is already out on like every platform known to man, but I haven't yet picked it up and will probably just grab it on the Switch now that it's so close. Also on the 26th is a pair of visual novels. P-Cube is bringing muv-luv and muv-luv Alternative to the Vita. Now as far as I understand it, muv-luv is actually 2 games in one, covering the first 2 parts of the story, while muv-luv Alternative is technically the 3rd entry in this visual novel series. All the pieces of muv-luv are also on Steam. And bringing up the rear we have yet another Vita visual novel, another Otome entry, Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk, which is a follow-up to last month's Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly. But more interestingly is the release of the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy on other platforms. I'm not really a big Crash fan and I didn't care enough to pick it up for my PS4 when it first released, but I may just grab it for the Switch, who knows. And that about wraps it up. Now I know there is also a new entry in the fighter series Blaze Blue coming out in May in some regions and June in others, and I've probably missed a Steam release or 2 because I simply cannot navigate that platform anymore. It would be easier to land a plane with no experience than find anything worthwhile amongst the pestilent ocean of asset flips and pure garbage on Steam right now. There are probably a dozen or so indie games as well, but I don't talk much about indies because these videos would be an hour long every month if I did. If there are any worthwhile ones releasing in June or any games that I've missed, let us know about them in the comments. Thanks for liking, subscribing and sharing, and I'll see you all soon.